In Dr. Stone, there are lots of characters that have their place, some useful and some completely useless. But there are characters that are too important to the overall survival of the team, overall survival to humanity. And today I'll give you my top 10, the correct top 10 of the most useful characters in Dr. Stone. To start off, we have Suika. Not gonna lie, this girl has put in more work than most of the grown men in the show, because she does a whole bunch of investigative work and she has some clutch moments. Like when the whole crew got turned to stone and Genro needed a distraction to get the science car, and Suika popped out and made some noise and got the guards off him. And she also did a whole bunch of things throughout the show that really helped push the story, push the team forward, so she gets number 10. Coming in at number 9 is Kuhaku. Top 5 on the battle squad. She definitely was putting in work for the first 2 seasons, with being the strongest person Senku had, and her fighting ability is tough. The way she was holding her own against Tsukasa, Maz, and the girl with the dreads, even though her eyes are coming in clutch now while looking for Xeno, she may not be as useful as she once was, but she is still putting in work even till this day. Coming in at number 8, the most underrated person on this list is Yuzuriha. She may not be able to fight, but she puts up numbers in the statue building game because they couldn't rebuild anybody without her. Also, she makes good fits. Everybody in the Kingdom of Science has it on. Kaseki suit, fire. That fashion show they had, fire. She really knows how to make clothes, help people put it on. Number 7 is Mr. Holier Than Thou, Tsukasa. Although Tsukasa is low-key kind of crazy because his whole plan was dumb, because a life without TV or pizza is really not a life worth living at all. But he is the strongest person in the Kingdom of Science, and he's not just a musclehead. He can think too, surprisingly, and he has leadership skills that can be useful in the right circumstances. Coming in at number 6 is Ryusui, the big captain. Ryusui is my top 3 favorite character because he and I are the same in the sense of that we are both greedy. We both want everything this world has to offer: money, baddies. He can keep his ships, but everything else, food, for me, that's what I want. But the reason he is useful is that they would not make it far without him. They would probably get lost at sea and eaten by sharks and humped by dolphins if Ryusui was not there to be the captain. So he gets number 6. Before we get to the top 5, if you're liking the video, like, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying the video. Starting off my top 5, Stanley. Hey, he may not be a part of the Kingdom of Science, but he is too cool not to add. This boy knows how to use a blicky. He was out in the woods eating bugs, pooping with no toilet paper, willing to catch Senku and the gang lacking while playing King Vaughn. Also, he did a drill from the air in the Stone Age. Who else is doing that? Number 4 is Kaseki. There's nothing that needs to be said because he built everything from the cars to the science cups. This man has skill, and they would be way far behind if he didn't exist. Number 3 is the mentalist Gen Asagiri. This boy is the realest individual in my eyes because in the beginning he was playing both sides and was ready to switch up at any time. Also, he played Tsukasa's side and helped Senku get the drop on them. Also, now he was able to be a polygraph and he's infiltrated the enemy base. Not sure how that happened, but this boy got it. My number 2, Dr. Xeno. Again, we can't say he's not gonna be useful because he was able to make planes and whole castles. Also, I read the end of the manga and he is going to be a big part of what helps them. So he gets my number 2. And he's Senku's teacher, so automatically I would put him at number 1, but I have to give it to my GOAT. Coming in at number 1, my GOAT, Senku. Senku is in my top 10 favorite anime characters most days because he is just a great MC. He was able to keep count of the years while I barely know what day it is. Also, his tenacity is low-key the main reason I started this channel, and because once he has a goal, he just gets to it. Plus, without him, 70% of the people who are free wouldn't be free without him innovating, coming up with new inventions, seeing things to the very end. Then he came in clutch in season 3 by being able to lock in and stop the guy with the long neck and the shank nails. He was able to do the math to lob the revival fluid to the right point where he could revive himself instantly. She's the type of kid I make sure to partner with when we have group assignments because I'm not trying to do any work and he is trying to do all the work, and he'll just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Well, that's the end of the video. If you agree with my list, you're a smart person. If you don't, just understand what that means for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's all I got. See you next time. Bye bye.